welcome to the ORK framework tutorial series. Today we're going to be going over formulas and formula types and how we set those up so that we can use them. In this instance, you'll see on my screen here I have the formulas already made and formula types. We're just going to go over them really quick. For these videos, since a lot of them are just kind of step by step, there's not a lot of thinking involved in making these for the tutorial series. We're just going to kind of go over them instead of building them from scratch. So for your formula types, we want to create a physical, magical, chance, and other. And the way you do that is you just go up here, add, you type in whatever it is that you want. And that just gives you a list that you can work with later on. We're going to remove that since we don't need it. Once you finish with the formulas, or the formula types, you're going to head over to formulas, and we're going to create all of our formulas. Turn calculation, level factor, hit chance. These all follow the tutorial series. So let's just go over turn calculations, and what we do when we first start out is you'll see all these are missing. You won't have any nodes, and it'll basically be your formula settings as your starting node, and you're going to change the name to turn calculation, and these are those formula types we made before. Switch that over to other, enable, minimum value, set to 1. And then you can pretty much leave the rest of this alone. And a cool little feature here that's added to ORK is you can calculate these things. So it'll tell you what the result's going to be. I have a way to check your values if you do want to do that. So from here, we're going to, from the formula settings, we're going to right click right here. Your box will be red because there won't be anything there. We'll go to add, combatant, and status value. When you select that, it'll bring up this node. This node will be empty. You're going to want to change this from set to add. Leave it on user. Change this to luck, which we've set up in another video, and then you don't really have to touch anything else. Once again, you can check to see what the number comes out to. Although we don't really need to do that probably until here, I think is. Although it gave it to us in the beginning because I think the whole thing is done. So after that, you'll do the same thing again. Add, combatant, status value. It'll give you the second node where you'll go and you'll click add, user dexterity. And you won't have to touch anything else. And then on this box again, right click, add, value, value. And in this box, or in these settings, you'll change your operator to divide, and then the value type, it should already be value, that's sort of the standard, and then change the value to 10. As well as the next node, which will be, once again, right click, add, combatant, and then, if I could make this happen, combatant and status value. You'll get the last one that you're going to use, which will be add, user, select agility from the status values drop down, and you won't have to test it, you won't have to touch anything else there. So that'll cover turn calculator. And then we'll go to level factor. So you'll go up here, you'll have to add it, change the name, change the type to other. You'll hit the drop down to other. And that's, and then use minimum value, leave it at 0. And for this one, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to add a user level. So you're going to go add, combatant, level. I lost it there for a minute. And that'll bring up the level node. And in here you'll change this to add, and then user, and then you won't have to do anything else. You'll do the same process again, right click on the little box, add, combatant, level. This time it'll be subtract from target. And then on the box, right click, add, value, value. We'll bring up the value node, to which you'll change to divide. Value should already be set, and then the value to 50. Once again, value, value, value drop down to value. Will give you your final node where you will change to add, value 1. And that'll cover it pretty much for the level factor. Once again, you can always go in here and check your numbers, see what comes up, result 1. And those numbers will kind of mean how things occur. So your level factor is 1 as a result of that formula, just like your turn calculation or hit chance. We have hit chance where you calculate 1500, luck chance 5. It's all based on the formula, and they're all interacting with the stats that you built before. We are not going to get into too much detail for that at the moment. So hit chance, like I said, a lot of these you could just follow along on the text tutorials that you can find right on the website that are always linked in the videos, and this should get you through pretty much all of these one by one. They're all sort of plug and play, and once you get down into the nitty-gritty of the formulas, you'll find just how powerful they can be. But let's jump down to physical damage. And like all the other ones, 4 nodes. What is different is when you go to physical damage 5, all you do is you take in your node and you change it. So you're going to change this to physical, like you would each of these. So that was a chance, other, physical, magical, should be magical. Yeah, it looks like I changed all the other ones except for that one. Alright, once you have those changed. So in this one, what makes it different is your value type and the status values down here in the box. Normally we would go with one of these. We're going to go with formula and then physical damage. So it just calls to that formula that you already made. You don't have to do anything else with this node. And then you just right click, add value. Value will come up with this one. You'll change your operator to multiply and your value to 5. And what that does is it just multiplies the original physical damage by 5. Pretty simple. Same thing with magic damage. Create your standard 4 nodes, power of 2. Like I said, follow the tutorial, and then right here, same thing, and multiply 5. What you can do actually here is once you create this one, copy it, change the name to 10. You'll see not much changes here. But when we go here, we just multiply, change this to 10. So you can save yourself a little bit of time there. And then small heal will also work off of your magic attack values. So you'll create a status value, add user magic attack, and then multiply value of 5. So pretty standard stuff. Enable minimum value and then minimum value of 0. All right. So once you have all that done, you'll have your formula types and your formula is complete, and we can move on to the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.